Alright everybody, welcome back to Be Mother Reviews. Today I'm happy to bring you the latest release from Figurama Collectors. This is, of course, Vash the Stampede, the humanoid typhoon from Trigun. Vash, if you don't know him, is this infamous outlaw that travels around this world of Gunsmoke. He has a fierce reputation that follows him everywhere he goes. He's got a massive bounty over his head. He's kind of known for leaving this massive path of destruction everywhere he goes. And he's this total badass that, you know, men, women, children, doesn't matter who gets in his way. He's going to take anybody down to get what he wants. Now, that's his reputation anyways. And despite being an expert marksman and very highly skilled gunman, and having these extra special abilities and powers, he's really a good guy, and he really goes out of his way to make sure that nobody gets hurt, and he tries not to kill anybody, and you know, he's all about peace and love. That's his message. So he's actually a really good guy. Now, in typical anime fashion, his backstory gets a little convoluted. He's not human. He's actually well over 100 years old. And, you know, he's this interdimensional plant organism created by humanity. And, you know, it gets a little complicated, I'm going to say. So we're not going to get too much into that today. We're just going to focus on this statue. And we're going to find out, is this statue worthy of a $60 billion double dollar bounty? Well, I'm going to tell you my 3 favorite things about this statue. So let's get into the review right now. Alright, so we're not going to waste any time here. We're going to jump right into the countdown. At number 3, my third most favorite thing about this piece is the paint. And it stood out to me as soon as I pulled it out of the box. What an amazing paint job they put on this piece. I mean, let's start with the base. You got this metallic finish around you know, the pedestal that he's on. It's kind of shaped like the bullet chamber on his gun, which is kind of a cool feature for this statue. The concrete's got different shades of gray, some light, some dark, a little bit of brown in there to give it a little bit of realism there. What's also cool about the base is they've sprinkled sand around it, like real sand, and you can see it around the soles of his boots, on both boots there. Very, very nice touch there. Another cool feature, you look at all the explosions, the gunshots ricocheting off the base, and they've added that reflective orange glow around there, so that's a very nice touch. Good attention to detail there. I really do like the clear resin they used. It's kind of a semi-translucent look to it. Nice orangey color that they gave it. Very, very cool. You're gonna like these. But what really stands out to me on this is the coat, of course, his signature red trench coat. I mean, this thing's got such a nice it's kind of an orangey red almost, and really, really captures your eye. And it kind of goes from a red, and then it grades to more of an orangey color towards the tips of the coat tails. Very, very nicely done. You know, nice skin tones on the face as well. And I like the hair. It goes from kind of a darker yellow at the roots, and then kind of a fine gradient to a lighter yellow at the tips. Very, very nice paint job on this piece. It really stands out, and that's why I put it at number 3 on the countdown. Alright, moving on to number 2 on the countdown here, and I'm just going to say that the production quality on this statue is top-notch. So let's just quickly go through the envelope of goodies you get inside the box. First of all, you're going to notice there's this nice wax seal on top of the envelope. I actually opened my envelope at the bottom just so I didn't wreck that seal, because it is kind of cool. So first of all, you get the signed and numbered certificate of authenticity there. This is signed by Mr. Shinob, CEO of Figurama. Very cool guy, very passionate collector himself. So, you know, he's put a lot into the statue. You get the assembly guide. So you're definitely going to want to have this handy. It's got step-by-step instructions. All the pieces are numbered for you. They got the box packing order there for you as well. So you're definitely going to want to have this handy as you put it together. You can also check out the unboxing video that I did for this piece. So finally, we've got a very nice art print inside of here. It's the art that inspired the statue. Would be very, very cool to display alongside your statue there. So very nice throw in from Figurama there. And finally, you get this pretty cool 20th anniversary medallion. Very nice accessory actually. It's very nice quality. It's very heavy. It is actual metal. Very cool. I'm going to find a way to try and display that alongside mine. So nice accessory from Figurama there. Now, moving on to the statue itself. I mean, if you want your statues to be heavy and feel like you got your money's worth, this statue has that. I mean, it's almost 40 pounds. It's a massive, massive piece. It's going to take up a ton of space in your collection, but it's going to be a centerpiece of your collection. All the pieces fit together nicely. There's 32 pieces in all in this piece, and they did a really nice job, I have to say, of hiding all the seams. Even though there's so many parts to it, they all go together very, very nice and smooth. And like I said, they hid those seams as best as they can, so it looks really, really cool. Another thing that I love about this piece, the glasses, they're a separate piece from the face, so you can take them on or off. And like I said in the unboxing, it looks like he's wearing it. You can actually look through the lenses of the glasses and see his eyes. It's a very cool effect. Just overall, you're just going to be blown away by the statue. The way it looks and feels when you're unboxing it. The packaging is really, really nice. They really gave a lot of thought, you can tell, to how they package this piece to make sure they get it to you undamaged and unharmed. So very, very high production value on this piece. You're definitely going to feel you got your money's worth on this one. All right, everyone, we have arrived at number one, and my most favorite thing about this statue is the style, and there's two reasons for that. Number one, anime, getting more and more involved with it the last few years. Even though it's essentially cartoons, some of the subject matters, it's a little dark. There's some intense scenes in some of these series, but Trigun and Vash the Stampede, they're fun. This statue is fun to look at. I mean, look at what all the stuff going on. You've got the concrete breaking and tumbling all over the place. You've got explosions, bullets bouncing. You can see the actual bullets bouncing off the concrete. He's balancing on one leg and he's firing off 3 shots with his gun. He's got this little smirk on his face. It's just a fun statue. You got the black cat who kind of appears randomly in every episode of the anime. His coattails swirling about him, and actually they are swirling. And if you get a chance to look at the statue from the top down, you actually see that they're swirling. It sort of signifies his nickname, the humanoid typhoon, and that was intentional. The sculptor of this statue, David Giraud, actually pointed that out to me because it is difficult to kind of get that top-down look, but a very, very cool effect that they added in there. Just that little nod to the character's backstory. So this statue's got so much going on, it's going to be a real eye-catcher in your collection. And number two, doing statue awards every year, I've really come to realize there's kind of two distinct collecting camps. You've got anime collectors, and you've got kind of everything else, and sometimes those sides don't really see eye to eye, let's say. But this statue kind of blends both of those styles. You've got, the anime style, of course. It's big and elaborate. There's lots going on that I said. You've got the very anime styled portrait and the cat as well. But you've got this, added bit of detail, added bit of realism to it. Nice texturing on the coat. The leather texturing on the boots, the sand around the soles of his shoes that I mentioned before, and the soles themselves are all sculpted and detailed as well. You've got the straps and buckles on his cybernetic angel arm, all detailed nicely, nice realistic finish to them. So this statue here, I think, this is probably something that I think both collecting camps can enjoy, and I think Figurama and the sculptor, David Giraud, did a really, really nice job with this piece in blending those two styles. So the style on this statue is definitely my favorite thing about it. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up this review here. This is Figurama Collectors Vash the Stampede. And, you know, I got to say it turned out absolutely phenomenal. I love the paint on this statue. It's got rich and vibrant colors used throughout. Some nice realistic glow effects around the explosions. Just really, really phenomenal paint job all around. The production quality is excellent. It's big, it's heavy, it goes together well. The packaging is great. You get some nice goodies with the print and the medallion. Very, very cool production quality on the statue. And then finally, the style. I mean, this statue is fun, it's exciting, there's so much going on, and it blends that realistic style and that anime style, I think, perfectly. So they did an absolutely amazing job with this piece. Figurama Collectors is a newer company. They had their first couple releases last year. They had Devilman, they had the Walt Simonson Ragnarok Thor. Both of those turned out great. And you know, this being their third statue, I have no problem saying that this is their best one so far. This statue is absolutely amazing. Really turned out great. I think collectors are really starting to take notice of Figurama now that they have a few releases under their belt. Their last two pre-orders, Tokyo Ghoul, I think sold out in a matter of days. Hunter x Hunter sold out, I think it was 1,200 statues in less than a day. So I mean, their stuff is starting to get really, really sought after. I expect that this statue is going to be sought after in the future as well. It's absolutely amazing. Vash the Stampede from Figurama Collectors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Be sure to check out Shelf Space. We did interview the sculptor of the statue, David Giraud. We also interviewed Mr. Shanab, CEO of Figurama, so you can check out both of those interviews on our Shelf Space channel. And be sure to stay tuned to Be Mother Reviews. We're going to have more reviews for you throughout the year. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll talk to you guys soon.